Hey, my name is Anna. I'm head coach at Leveraged, and today with me I have Boris for Success Interview. Hey, Boris, please tell us a little bit more about yourself and share your trading story.
Hi, thank you for having me. I've been trading since 4 years, the day I turned 18, basically. And I've been jumping on a lot of personal accounts, and then I
Mhm.
found leverage to trade a prop firm.
All right. Okay. So 4 years is definitely enough time to know all about the technical psychology. So my next question would be maybe we can start with the psychology because obviously understand it's really, really important. And maybe you can share a little bit more on how was your journey, especially like get into that right mindset to get to profitability, because obviously you have now had a payout with us. So maybe share a little bit, but a little bit more on your psychology.
Yeah, I have another payout pending. I just need to wait the days because the
Hmm.
first one is on demand and the second is every 14 days.
Yeah.
But about the psychology, I think like the only important part of trading is like risk management, and that
Hmm.
could be in like different ways. For example, you can treat like 1% per trade, 2% per trade,
Hmm.
or you can see the money you're risking by the evaluation cost. Like for example, if you buy a 100K account for $500
Hmm.
and you risk 1% per trade, that's like you risking $50 of your personal capital. And like
Hmm.
if that's okay with you, you can like structure it like that. If you want to risk
Hmm.
$25 on a personal account, you can just risk 0.5%. And if you like want to risk, for example, $100 or $200, you can risk like 2% or like 3%, whatever. It's just up to you to, in a sense, find a ratio that you can convert the demo funds in the account compared to
Hmm.
your real life funds. Because, for
Yeah.
example, the account is like 100K, but you can only lose 10% of it. So the real value
Mhm,
is 10K of the account. But if
mhm,
the 10K costs like $500, the real value of the 100K account is actually 500 of your own hard-earned money. So like
mhm,
that makes it, I mean, a lot less stressful because like you can lose, for example, 200 to 2K dollars today and be like, oh, I lost like 1/5 of my account. But then you can just be like, okay, but I only lost $100. Like, is $100 a lot
mhm.
for me? And
Yeah.
that will help you a lot in the psychology part. That's why what I love about prop firms as well, because your exposure is pretty limited.
Mhm,
For example, if you trade, let's say, crypto on your personal account, or you trade gold, whatever, and there is a like huge news event coming, or like Trump is declaring a war or something like that, and
mhm,
for example, gold gaps up like $100 in 1 minute, you
mhm,
can get wiped out even with your stop loss. But
mhm,
with a funded account, like the worst you can do is just breach your account, and you're only losing the evaluation fee you paid for,
mhm. Yeah. So it's like you
which
have connected your mindset in like a monetary value. So basically what I'm just trying to understand here is that the less risk you take money wise, the easier it is to trade because then your psychology are not that attached to the amount. Am I thinking it right way?
yeah, I'm seeing it kind of like a game. I'm not attached to a monetary value. I'm just saying like,
Mhm,
okay, I can just if I win, for example, if I'm funded and I win like 2 grand, 2K, I would
mhm,
take like 80% of it, which is 1.6K. And if I lose my account, I'm not losing 8K or like 10K, the drawdown. I'm only losing my valuation fee, and
mhm,
that makes it really like, I mean, easier to, like if I lose an account, for example, I wouldn't doubt my strategy or something like that. I can just like say, okay, for example, let's say I risk 2% per trade. I lost 5 trades in a row. It happens. Like even if you start to flip a coin, which is
mhm,
like 50% win rate, you will run into a 5 losing streak every 1 in 32 chance, something like that. And if
mhm.
that happens, I can just buy a new account as long as like I structure my risk management based on the account, like how many accounts can I
Yeah.
purchase, for
Mhm,
example, instead of just saying I can only lose one account. If I lose one account, it's the end of the world. I think
mhm.
that's something that a lot of people do, and
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like to think it like that, because like
Mhm,
if I have like 5K trading capital, I can either risk 1% per trade on my personal account, or I can buy a evaluation for $500 and risk 1% per trade there. It will be the same money, but if I win and I get like 2K payouts, I will make maybe 5 times more compared to what I would make in my
Mhm.
personal account.
Yeah. Okay. I love your thinking. You are very, I would say, logical, and you figure out how is it much better to approach in a risk management, like compared your personal account or trading with prop firms. And that then is helping you mentally, I would say, like with the mindset to approach it in the correct way. So this is really, really good and interesting to hear. So now maybe a little bit more on your strategy, because obviously it's great to hear that your mindset is very set on the probabilities and all the risk management. So maybe a little bit more on your strategy. So maybe you can tell us what is the favorite assets to trade. What kind of trader are you? Are you scalper, swing trader? Just so we can know you like as a trader a little bit better.
I would say the favorite asset. I don't have a favorite asset. I'm using a lot of prop firms and I'm also trading personal accounts, and I have like
Mm-hmm.
different strategies for different types of markets because like
Mm-hmm.
every market is different.
Of
For
course.
example, I really love to wonk Nasdaq in the last like 2 years because it's only going up
Mhm.
and it's going up by a lot.
Yeah,
Uh,
to the
and
moon.
if I think like Nasdaq won't go up, I can just like long VIX, which is the volatility index,
Mm-hmm.
measuring the S&P 500 options. I think it was like I mean they're inversely correlated. Like if Nasdaq is going down, VIX is going up like 9 out of 10 times, so you can
Mm-hmm.
hedge your exposure and risk that in that way. I also like trade currencies, but I'm not that big of a fan of them. Like I trade them on my personal account, but I don't trade them with prop firms because it's really slow. Like it will take you, for example, Euro USD was ranging like I think 3 months
Mm-hmm.
between 117 and 118, and you either have to take like a really big position size in something like 10 lots, and then you can be seen as a gambler, or you have to wait like 3 months to pass an evaluation, which doesn't seem good for me. Like I
Mm-hmm.
prefer to day trade. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I have swing trade sometimes, but it's a bit hard to swing trade as well because, like, for example, let's say I get a good trade, like I enter gold 4K long, and
Mm-hmm.
if I have a unrealized profit, my daily drawdown gets updated based on equity. It's not based on balance,
Yeah.
and like I can't really have a runner, for example. Like if I
Mm-hmm.
short, let's say I shorted like 5.5K on gold and we dropped 40%, but like the first retracement there is because nothing goes up or down.
Mm-hmm.
On the first retracement, I would just be stopped like at break even, and that's not ideal. So that's why I'm not swing
Mm-hmm.
trading mostly. I'm just
Yeah.
in and out, day in, day out. I
Mm-hmm.
don't like to hold during rollovers or like during news events
Mm-hmm.
or during like the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So if if it depends for me, I'll just open Monday. If the trade doesn't play out, I will either like if I'm in at a loss at the daily reset, so that my daily drawdown
Mm-hmm.
doesn't adjust, I'll just hold it on. If
Mm-hmm.
I'm at profit, I will probably think about booking some profit and finding another trade setup the other day. And I'm mostly trading one to one to two risk to reward, something like that.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. And how about, because obviously you traded with a Sprint account, which is a fairly new program. It's for the simulation, right? You needed to reach 2% profit target and trade with the 1% drawdown. So maybe I want a little bit pick on your brain. How did you approach this? Because obviously drawdown is only 1%. You need to make 2%. Maybe you can walk us through what was your risk management in this? How did you approach this kind of program?
About this program specifically, I bought an account because it was on sale like 70%, and I was really curious
Mhm,
because having the first payout on demand is like really nice because you can
mhm,
just trade pass and like you make money. Uh, and about the approach, I just saw it as like one good 1 to 2 risk to reward trade. I don't
mhm,
think it's like I don't think there is a point for you to split your trade into like for example risk 0.5% and then risk another 0.5%
mhm,
because
mhm,
I mean I'm just saying it like I will risk $150 on that trade on my personal account. I might as well buy the Sprint account because like
mhm,
I bought the account. If I took the same trade on my personal account, I would have like $300 profit, but I got funded, and on the funded stage, I took another one-to-one risk to reward trade, and I made like 1.2K in payouts, which
Mhm.
is if I take the same amount and the same trade in my personal account, I would only have like $500. So I made $700 extra, and I think that's the power of prop firms, that you're having the same exposure, but you have like you make more money on the payouts.
Absolutely. So you have cracked the code then, right? It's almost like, because everything that, like, when you reason with it, it's always goes like how much you need to, it's almost like how much you need to invest, so how much you're going to pay for the evaluation fee, and then it's like how much you can get out of it. So I feel like you're always thinking through this and you're trying to figure out what would be the best strategy, which is the best program. And I'm really happy to hear that you got the success with it and that you requested the payout. So I also would like to know what has been your overall experience with leveraged, and maybe also you can share how did you hear about us?
This is the first prop firm that offers trader for free, and like most other firms just charge you $25, something like that. And I started to
Mhm.
try it. I really love trader. They're like probably the best terminal out there, because you get notified via email when you hit a take profit and when you hit like stop loss, which is really nice in my opinion. Like it,
Mhm.
you can know, hey, my trade hit take profit, my trade didn't, because like I'm setting alerts on gold, but I can't set like on the correct chart. There are like 50 different gold charts. I can't know
Mhm.
which one for sure is leverage using. And about the senior account, because I also have a senior account, which is phase 2 right now.
Mhm.
I'm waiting for the news to pass so I can trade it freely, which are like in 10 minutes. Yeah, in 10
Yeah.
minutes. But like
Yeah.
my main my main issue, I would say, is that the sprint accounts, they're a bit expensive if they're not discounted, and
Mhm.
the normal accounts, I think 24 hours before news event is like a bit excessive. I mean, I am not trying to like I think most firms have it like at 5 hours or 2 hours, something like that. Like I'm not using big sizes. First of all, I'm not trying to
Mhm.
basically gamble it on the news. And like if I enter 5 hours earlier, I mean, let's say the news are in New York session and I enter London session, I think that should be a valid setup.
Mhm.
Not like I should enter if the news are tomorrow, like today in 10 minutes. I should enter like yesterday at New York, and I mean that's a lot of time. I don't know. That's something I would change if possible, like make it 5 hours or like 2 hours, or make it so you can treat news on the evaluation phase, and like you only
Mhm.
have to bother with them on the funded stage.
All
Uh,
right. Okay, makes sense. I will pass it on the team for the suggestion. So I do want to say, like, when it comes to the news, obviously Sprint accounts allows you to trade news, but you can't trade the news on our classic accounts, Turbo, and also crypto accounts. So, and it's like 5 minutes before, 5 minutes after. That's like the window that you cannot open the new setups. But if the setup, like you said, 24 hours. So thank you for a suggestion. I will definitely make sure I pass it on the team. And also, I actually also want to know your experience with payout, because obviously the sprint payouts, I think this is also what you appreciate, is the first payout is instant. So whenever you get funded account, you can request at any time. And I just wanted to know, how was your experience? Maybe share what kind of payment method did you use, because we offer different payment methods. And how
uh,
was your experience overall?
I used crypto.
Mhm.
There were no fees. I know some firms charge you like 40 $50 for like posting your payout, which is nuts. But in my opinion, it was really smooth. I received my amount. There were no complications, no
Mhm.
risk emails, stuff like that. Uh, would be cool if it could be like weekly instead of bi-weekly on the Sprint accounts, because like they're, I mean, in my opinion, they're accounts for scalpers. Like you just
Mhm.
go in, you take the trade, and you're limited to one account only. I mean, 100K, but like if you buy the 100K, you're limited to one account only. And like right
Mhm.
now, I would like to scalp, because gold, for example, yesterday moved from 3.960 to 4K 120, something like that. Like it moved
Mhm.
4% up and then it dumped 2% down. And it would be really nice if, like, I mean, on demand payouts would be a bit too much, or maybe like make it so you can pay more fees, like pay 20% challenge fee to get on demand payouts. Because like
Mhm.
right now, I wouldn't be able to trade my account until like 10th of July. And I mean, I'm not in a rush. Like I can obviously trade it right now, but I've already secured myself like a 1.8K payout. And like, why would I risk it when I can just wait and get my money back in like 8 days?
Yeah. Okay. Another suggestion, Boris. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your suggestions. Okay, thank you. And I think that's pretty much it. I don't want to take more of your time, and thank you so much for sharing your experience. And I wish you all the best. And also, I want to take this time and congratulate you for achieving the funded accounts, getting the payout with no issues whatsoever. And I wish you all the best. And I hope maybe in the future we can do another success interview, right? And I'm just really, really happy that your overall experience is great. And thank you so much for all the suggestions. I will make sure I pass it on to the team. And for now, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you taking the time, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you. Thank you for taking into consideration the suggestions or like hearing your traders. I mean, I understand that rules are rules. Like I'm following them. I can't complain. I've signed like I accept terms of conditions. But I'm just saying like if I can make something that would, I think it's a positive change. I think it would be that. But I mean, we have static drawdowns, which is really nice. We don't have constancy rules, which is also really nice. So there isn't a lot to complain.
All right. Okay. Not a lot to complain. That's already good. Right, Boris, thank you so much. And who knows, I'll see you for our next success interview. Thank you.